Good morning. We are at Anderson Forge. I haven't done a video in a little while. I've been a pretty busy guy. This is 27 October 2017. This is one of my favorite parts of knife making is just being able to showcase them like this and put them on YouTube and share what I do with others, as well as what's really cool for me is when I get to make a knife for somebody that I know, somebody that's a friend, somebody that's close to me in some way. And this was for a person who just really deserves to have something nice in their life. So this was a great knife to make, and I'll show it off a little bit. It's a Hunter, Anderson Forge Hunter, and the blade is Damascus. The blade is Damascus. A pretty dramatic pattern. This is called laddered W's, and there's a reason we call it this W's. What we do is make our stack of Damascus, and I made this 48 layers thick, and then you turn that stack of layers of steel on their edge, and then crush them down flat, and that makes them wiggle. And if you were to look at those wiggles from the side, they would look like a bunch of W's and Z's and crissy-crossy things. Anyway, I made 48 layers, crushed them down against their height, and then made 16 layers of that. And then those layers are laddered, and it's just a really dramatic effect. The guard is stainless steel, 416 stainless steel. Guard, I roll my edges over so it'll slide down into the sheath nicely, which reminds me, I just made that sheath. Just finished it yesterday. A lot of times I just make the videos before I even get the sheath done, but this is the type of utility sheath I make for my hunters. It's a 9-ounce veg tanned. It's a locked fit. You'll hear it. It's locked in right there. It's locked into that sheath. And if you fall off your horse in the middle of the stream, the water will drain out of your sheath and won't rust your knife. Anyway, I'm always thinking about you guys. So here's our Hunter, and this good friend of mine is from my old stomping grounds in northern Minnesota, and this is Minnesota black ash burl. I got this literally right out of the woods, and it's dried and then sent off and had it stabilized. So it's a pretty darn good looking knife overall. And takedown, this knife's going to be used. It's going to be in the field dressing deer and bear and moose and elk and Sasquatch and unicorn and all that stuff. So this is a simple utility assembly finial, 5/32, Allen wrench, socket head cap screw that's been silver brazed into a finial. Now, this is something I want to show again and again and again. I can't help but emphasize this when taking my knives apart. Of course, it's going to be upside down for you, but it's to me because I got my thumb right against the back of that guard, and I do a little push it off. Just push that knife off. Slide the handle off. And this thing's on there. Oop. There we go. It's on there. I want you to just see if we can get in there and get a look at the fit. Even though it's a takedown, it's a pretty seamless fit, eh? Friction fit, yet comes off like that. Anyway, I like them to fit well. You can take this assembly and loosen it a little bit, and then you could just loosen this finial, and this handle, if it wants to, can just move. It can expand, shrink, whatever it wants to do. Even though it's stabilized, that stuff still moves. Don't think it's 100%. So the handle will never be under any stress. There's a hot blued Damascus. Of course, you can see it's hot blued, right? And there she is, Anderson Forge Hunter, Minnesota black ash, stabilized Minnesota black ash, and that's a natural color. There's no dyeing on this. Great little package. I'm not shy about cranking these things down. By the way, the yield strength on a 1032 screw, which this is, it's a number 10 screw, 32 threads per inch, is the yield strength on a 1032 screw. Just like a low grade screw is well over half a ton. You could literally hang, I think it's 1,200 pounds from that screw before it would fail. So there she is. There's our Anderson Forge Hunter, and I hope you guys are ready for winter. Take care of yourselves and play with sharp things. Sharp things are fun.